What is up, YouTube? It is your boy John here from Puma Plow playing some more Farming Simulator 25. We're back on Riverbend Springs 4X by Stevie. Let's get to it. Hello?
Hello?
What's up? Was Mickey confused last night when the game crashed?
I don't know, I think we both just left.
Oh, okay. It was like, I did not turn it off. It just flat went boom.
The train?
Yeah. Yeah, it just flat crashed last night. First time I think that game's ever crashed for me.
We both left just because like we pretty much just ran out of stuff to do.
Mickey was still in when the game crashed. Yeah, he was still in.
I think he was like moving logs or something.
He was, I still had his Discord on. He was riding along with the big diesel, just riding along with me.
Yeah, that was, I think, the only thing that was left.
Yeah.
Was waiting on the big boy.
Yep, I was trying to get it back. I was going to pick up the coal and then head back across the map. Yeah, it done blew up. Train's not froze yet. I don't know, Elsa, you frozen?
It's kind of cool.
It's kind of warm today here. It's a balmy 32 out right now.
I think it's just gonna have to come out.
I actually looked at thermometers last night, Chad. I looked on Amazon and I looked and I couldn't come up with anything that I would want to put out by the snow cam. So no thermometer for the snow cam.
I kind of wonder if these lights will handle outside.
The lights.
I got my smart lights today.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I got my lamp set up, and even though my little ceiling light takes 2 lights,
yeah,
I think that's gonna get reduced down to 1.
All right, interesting.
I just wonder if they can handle the temperature being outside.
I'm sure they have a temperature like range of what they're supposed to work in, you know.
Because like our outside lights are, I mean, they're protected by like a glass little case.
Yeah. I got you. They may not appreciate the humidity over like a long period of time.
That's fine. That's what another $50 is for.
That's a future trend problem.
Like I have like one of my the one lamp kind of on automation.
Okay.
So I can like turn on when I arrive home.
Oh snap.
And turn off when I leave.
Now. Getting all fancy with it now, huh? Tomcat, he doesn't sound very frozen, no. I think he's, you know,
I mean, it was 9 degrees this morning.
9 degrees, huh?
It's 21 right now.
Oh. It's this weekend. It's going to be real bad. Just saying. What am I harvesting? I'm off to harvest some corn. So I've been working on the road to 5 million liters of buffalo mozzarella. And corn, as harvested as corn, is not really part of that. However, why is that? Okay, never mind. Sorry, I just got massively distracted by something on my desk. Corn is not part of that. However, I still have ingredients to make pig food. The one ingredient I don't have right now is corn. And so I planted a field of just regular corn to actually like grow as corn. And I'm on my way to harvest it right now. So the road to 5 mil buffalo mozzarella is taking a slight detour right now because I'm still working on pigs a little bit. But then after this, I don't plan on growing anything else for pig food. Like what I have is what I have. We'll make as much pig food as we can. We'll feed the pigs as long as I can. Once I run out of pig food, I'm going to sell all the pigs. Even like the little $2 pigs, whatever. Everything must go. We're having a fire sale. We're having a bacon sale. a ham sale, if you will, you know? Everything must go. Back to the weather. Our lowest that I see is on Friday night, a whopping 2 degrees with 20 up to 20 mile an hour winds and gusting more than that actually too. So I might have to wear a jacket Friday night, chat, on stream. I'd have to bundle up.
Say for me, the lowest Friday is -2.
-2. Wow.
The high for Friday is gonna be 7.
Nice.
But it gets warmer. Saturday's 10.
So we get
-1.
20s at least.
Sunday is at least 20.
Is
3
this my road? I've never been on this road, I don't think. Please tell me this is not how auto drive's going to get trucks here. Sketchy. I had no idea that was on this map. I don't think I've ever been here. Interesting. And actually, if we get this all set up, I've got roughly 9 million liters of of silage I need to pick up out of bunkers. So we might work on that a little bit today. I don't want to bore you guys with like all that, you know. But that is something I need to get moved and then get the bunkers refilled. I'll show you guys a screenshot here in a second of how much chaff we ended up with the other day. Have to run all the games to stay warm. Yeah, I might have to put like a game on the stream PC to help keep warm. Might have to. I'll be okay. It's all good. I mean, shoot, it doesn't take very long. It depends on the wind. If it's really windy, it's kind of difficult to warm this space. If it's not super windy, it's not bad. That's all right. All right, there we go. That looks better. To the left, to the left. I only have one. I don't have anything else here, by the way. I have a mother bin. Other than that, I have no other.
The mother bin to the left.
What?
You said you're going to the left, and I said it's the mother bin to the left.
That's the box of everything I own. It's the one on the left. You know. To the left, to the left. But that's the only thing I have down there right now is a mother bin. I have nothing else. Nothing else down there yet. That's okay. We'll get there. I can't really auto drive these combines with these heads on them, so they kind of get stuck on everything. I could teleport, but I'm not gonna do that. That's cheating. Don't ask me how I spray it. Oh, I planted barley, or I planted wheat. No, barley. Yeah. I planted the same fields back in barley again because straw. Need a lot of straw. And don't ask me how they got fertilized. I definitely did not teleport the sprayers around. Speaking of the amounts though, hang on, where's the screenshots? This screenshot right here. So we ended up with just over 22 million liters. 22 million liters of chaff. So pretty proud of that. That's a lot of chaff. That's a lot of chaff. That's all I know. Just saying. Now the interesting thing will be when it's that cold train, you might have to leave games on and like leave your trains on and go to bed, you know? Or leave on a different save maybe. Mickey, what's going on? How are you? I swear I didn't turn off trains on you last night. Game crashed. It was kind of bad. I mean, I don't know, actually. I haven't been back on there to see. That's all right. Blew up. That's all I know. Layers of skill. You must be referring to the title. So Sean knows our titles. I haven't looked at it yet today, but I will. Why did the onion? That does make sense. That is a good one. I like it. I like it. The Air 401 says otherwise. I promise I didn't turn it off, Mickey. It crashed. I promise you. It definitely crashed. It's a good one. Yeah, it's got layers to it, you know. I'll say it. I don't care. But that's all right. All right, so I am going to take all 3 combines down. That's actually a pretty decent size. Field, and I forgot to copy it to the clipboard. So we'll do that when we get there. But it's all good. I got you, Mickey. Gotcha. Yeah, it's a process on there, that's for sure. It's definitely a process. I kind of do want the that coal mine though. Although we're not quite ready. Need like one more engine. One more diesel, and then we'll be good.
They're skating by as it is on the main line.
Do what?
Do we need more? Or we need another one on for a main line?
That's what I'm saying. Need a second main line, and then be good to go. Would be good to go. Be pretty sweet too.
Glad I got that to work.
What's that? What are you working on?
Yeah. Put my one of my lights, instead of in my room, I put it out in the outside, so you can label them as like an entrance light.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you should be able to name it. I mean, I don't have any experience with you went with what, Nano Leaf?
Yeah, I'm Nano Leaf.
Okay, I've never used any other stuff, but I assume their apps are probably somewhat
they
comparable.
also kind of integrate that with Apple.
Oh, I gotcha.
And then Apple has it to where you can like scroll through like a little menu.
Okay.
And they have one like that's labeled entrance.
Gotcha.
With like one for bedroom, one for one for lamp, and one for entrance.
I assume you could. Yeah, you should be able to custom name each bulb.
Yeah, I got one like for the bedroom one. I just put bed light.
I gotcha.
Just like a generic.
John's. It wasn't. I don't think it was a heat issue. I just think the game crashed. I mean, stuff happens, you know. Not a big deal. Actually, what it was is I was trying to jump to a different loco, and that's when it.
My
That's when it crashed.
personal one.
Yeah.
I in a way crashed mine too, because you know how you can hit X and flip back and forth.
Yeah.
So that's what I was doing, and I had like my game froze, and I basically had to. I think I either auto forward or I hit stop on Steam.
I got you. Yeah. No, it happens.
But then I was like, oh, I gotta let the game finally.
Yeah, you gotta give it a minute to realize that it crashed. Yeah.
Well, not only that, I think I just had to wait for it to. I hit X.
Yeah.
And wait a little bit and jump to it. Instead of hitting X and like 0, like really quick.
Have that happen sometimes with like my editing program where like it'll crash and you go to close it and it'll take like 5 minutes to actually close.
Yeah, I didn't give it time. I kind of just said, no, done.
It's like, not about it. That's all right. But yeah, yeah, I was riding with the big one, the big boy there, the big diesel. And I went to jump to the Alarka engine. And that's when it crashed. I had been jumping back and forth though, so I don't know. Stuff happens. I'm not worried about it. At most, we probably only lost a couple minutes to an autosave, so not a big deal. To be honest. Thanks to the stream streak. What's poppin'?
Say Friday we should get like another 20 grand paid off.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wanna? So we play trains on stream on Friday, but you have Farm Sim running in the background for heat.
No. Kimmy, you have to go get bread.
I thought you were talking about getting bread yesterday.
She played trains all day, probably. Come on now. Yeah, I mean, it happens. I always feel guilty when, like, it's like, oh, it's my normal day to go shop or whatever. But there is a snowstorm. I'm like, I swear I'm not one of those people. I just actually need this stuff. I swear.
Well, Kevin, what you meant to say is if you're gonna be lucky if your car starts.
Wow. Dad went to Sam's yesterday. And jokingly, when I went in the house last night after stream, I was like, Dad, you got to make sure you get milk, bread, and eggs. And he goes, I got eggs at Sam's Club today. I was like, sweet.
We're covered on that part.
We are, because he bought, so I think it's like 2 dozen he buys there ahead of time. Not sure. It's a decent amount, but I thought it was hilarious. He's like, I already got eggs. Okay.
Whole climate thing finally. It needs to warm up a little bit,
like
to be more accurate.
It's funny right there. I don't care who you are.
My little HomePod, it's like lying about the climate temperature.
Oh, yeah.
It says it's 75.
Like in your room or outside?
I think it's supposed to be like where it is.
Okay.
So like in my rooms, but if I take a temp gun and put it like right next to it.
Uh-huh.
That says 77.
Oh, that's not that inaccurate then.
I know, but it's
77. God, I'd be sweating.
Well, that's why I have a fan blowing on me.
It is 66 degrees in this room right now. I'm a little chilly, but like, I couldn't handle 77. That's, whew. Yeah.
But I mean, at least it does tell me the humidity as well.
15%, right?
21.
Nice. Right? That is a little toasty. Like, I mean, obviously 77, like in the summer, that's great. But like, just to be sitting at your computer and it be 77, I don't know if I'd like that.
I mean, it gets warm.
Yeah. That's why, back in the day, I had to get my computers out of my bedroom because by the end of a stream, it'd be like 95 degrees in my room. I'm like, I can't do this. Get these bad jokers out of here, you know?
The only place I could put it would be the, we call it the computer room, which is pretty much our record room.
Okay.
It's all the paper documents.
Oh, yeah.
But to get to there, I'd have to go through 2 different walls, and then between those 2 walls is our bathroom.
Keep a space heater at your feet set to 75. Tomcat the sun makes your room hot. You need need like a blackout curtain or something. I took the wrong road again, chat.
I say I pretty much have to have my drapes closed all year.
Kimmy goes to 6-7 at night. 6-7.
I think the house gets down to 64 at night.
Oh man, I bet your grandma's freezing.
She actually has it set for that.
Wow. That's crazy. Oh yeah. Yeah, people don't realize. I feel like a lot of people probably don't realize when they like get into PC gaming, like how much heat PCs actually just sit there and pump out. Man, it's crazy. Actually insane. Just saying. Then I'm sitting here with two in this room. Now, granted, the stream PC is not as throttled up, but it's still.
I wonder why you have to have an AC in your room.
Yeah, you wonder why I have my own mini split. Yeah, exactly. Can't imagine why. It would not be fun without it.
Yeah, you would be in the hundreds in that room.
Oh yeah. Even the old air conditioner that I had, like it was okay, but like it's nothing compared to the mini split. Mini split is it's so nice. Just saying. Gee, which one of the giant green tractors should I choose from, chat?
Oh, that's so much better. I flipped the one side of my fan around.
Wow.
Oh, I had it to where one side would, their closest side of me would blow against my dressers to kind of blast it towards me.
Okay.
And then the other side kind of pulling air away to try to
push pull action.
Yeah, push pull, and now I just have both of them, I guess, pulling air to me.
All right.
That kind of pushes it to the big PC.
Interesting. All right, I'm just gonna take two. I'll run a cart and auto drive can run a cart. I think that's probably enough. I mean, it is got three combines on corn, but these are modded carts. Oh, might have upped the game on those planters a little bit too. I don't know. Not sure. Might have purchased a couple more. But that's all right. It's all good. Oh, big deal. So either we go run grain cart or we go pick up silage. So I think we're gonna run a grain cart at least for a little bit. Maybe we'll. I need to do the silage, but that's also like super not as much fun as it could be. So.
What are we doing in England?
Yeah.
Oh, speaking about like people calling stuff different.
Okay.
Found out because I was watching a UK farmer because he went to Ireland to go visit another farm.
Okay.
I guess over in Ireland, or I think it's either Ireland or UK. I guess they call like their buckets or like telehandlers.
Okay.
Scoops,
yeah.
I
can see that. We always call the one on the 995 a loader. We always call it a loader bucket. So, yeah, usually. Heat rises? No way. Man. It is true. Oh, I'm sure the people in the house, this time of year, like last night when I fired up the server PC to render, I'm sure they notice it. That sucker's sitting literally like in the very center of the basement. So, it provides heat to everybody probably a little bit,
Hey, John, can you
fire that PC up?
You're a little cold.
Oh, man. No, but it literally is like almost dead center of the house. Like both ways, too. It's kind of weird.
Why is it getting so cold in the house?
What, my house?
Oh, it's because Sean's working on his server PC.
It actually wasn't. It hasn't. So far, it hasn't gotten like really cold in the house at all. It's been keeping up. So.
Oh yeah, because you have two PCs inside.
I only have one. Nice, Kimmy. I mean, the first time has a computer, and Pops has a computer. first time's computer sounds like a vacuum cleaner all the time because he refuses to clean it.
Yeah, I need to clean mine.
Dad's PC, like, I mean, he watches YouTube, so it's like it doesn't run at all, like hard at all, so it's fine. People have started buying Bitcoin miners and using them as space heaters. That'd be a good way. You put a couple of them down in your basement and keep your basement warm. Get a little Bitcoin in the process.
I was gonna say, and like maybe you earn a little bit of money.
Yeah. That's funny. That is funny. It is. It is Tomcat. Yeah, literally. It's all his tabs.
That's what I should tell him when he comes in. Thanks for keeping the house warm.
Dude, his computer sounds awful.
And
I
he'll
think
probably not even understand what we're talking about.
Yeah, I think what it actually is his CPU cooler's got to be dirty. And it's a Noct 2.0, but it's not like the big one that I run. Because his case wouldn't support the big one if there wasn't room. And so it's a smaller fan on there. It's maybe like an 80 millimeter fan or something, and it just must be screaming like 24/7. So, and I guess he can't hear his computer or doesn't care, and it's like, dude, you need to clean your computer. I'm not gonna do it for him. I don't clean my own computers, you know. Actually, I bought one of those little battery-powered, like, little blowgun thing. It, like, has an electric motor in it, spins at, like, 72,000 RPMs, and just makes air, basically, right? Like a mini leaf blower, almost. It's tiny, but it's amazing the amount of air this thing moves. And I bought it a while back, because, like, it was, like, 20 bucks on Amazon. And, you know, one of these days, whenever it warms up enough, I want to clean the computers out. Because, you know, you just take the computer outside and let the dust fly. Who cares, right? And so the other day, he saw that thing, and he's like, what are you going to use that for? And I was like, I'm going to clean my computers out. And he goes, well, what happens to the dust when it's in the air? And I said, well, I'll be outside. I don't care. And he goes, oh, I don't want to take my computer outside. He's like, I just want to clean it out where it is. And I'm like, well, you can't use this blowgun thing. That's not going to be good. You're going to have dust on everything then, you know? Like, that's not what this thing is for. This is for going outside and doing it that way. The last thing you'd want to do is try to do that inside the house. That'd be terrible. I assume his computer's pretty dirty by now. I don't know. I don't think it's ever been cleaned since I built it, so not totally sure. That's okay. It's fine. Whatever. It bothers me because I know if there's something wrong with his computer, I'll be the guy that has to fix it. And usually I pay for it too. So. Like his power supply, when it blew up, I paid for it. I didn't let it. He kept saying, well, how much is it? And I said, don't worry about it. So. And the video card that I technically put in there and then smoked with the one that shot fire, you know, that was, yep. Okay, that's actually kind of far. We'll back it up a little bit. That's that fire to the video card. It happens. It's not good when it happens, but it does happen. Just saying. Alright, that should work, hopefully. Hopefully it doesn't slide past when it comes in at full speed. Because I'm sure it'll come flying in. Truck, that is. That's okay. I saw some interesting things on TikTok today about that foosball game last night. Something very interesting, kind of funny happened there.
Yes. See the little fight that kind of happened after too.
I don't think I saw that. I did see that hockey fight last night with the goalies. That was on my TikTok last night. That was pretty good. Definitely did see that. Right. Now, apparently at one point, and we're going to be cautious how we talk about this, but it's funny, so I feel like we can talk about it. We got to be careful. Apparently at one point, the camera and like director or whatever, they kept cutting. I don't know how many times they cut to a person in the crowd, for like their reaction to what was happening on the field, you know. But the person in the crowd was a adult star.
I mean, I did see that they
We're gonna leave it at that.
To Chicago Cubs player and like Caleb Williams.
Oh yeah, but yeah, they kept, apparently at one point they kept going to yeah, like an adult star, which is funny. So I saw like all these TikToks of like people going, yeah, they cut to this person, and like, you know, that like like it was like a dude in his 20s was like laughing about it, and then they were with their family and they're like, well, who is that? And I'm like, I can't tell you. Like, that's funny. Okay. That's hilarious, to be honest. But yeah, good times. Good job. I don't even know what channel was the game on. I don't even know.
Oh, the Blackhawks one?
No, the football game last night.
ESPN, I think.
Okay. Yeah,
I didn't really pay attention to which channel.
I got you.
I just know like every station and their brother had like the game on.
Gotcha. And Dad was watching it, and when I walked in the house, he still had like 2 minutes to go in the game, and I was like, I'm just not gonna say anything.
Oh, he was that far behind?
It was a few minutes. Yeah, he was quite a bit behind. He typically he'll watch stuff on like recording.
So, Pops, you want to tell me the results now, or
that way he can skip commercials? That's why he does it. Or sometimes he'll be watching a sporting event like that, and he'll fall asleep. And so then when he wakes up, he'll just back it up on the DVR, so he doesn't miss anything, you know. So I think that's actually what happened yesterday. Got a little sleepy, but it happens. Not a big deal. But yeah, it's always funny who they can like find in the crowd, you know, at those events, especially when they, you know, it makes you wonder if like, do they know what they're doing or not? Do they know who these people are or not? Yeah.
especially like the Blackhawks one where they showed the Cubs and like Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
That one kind of makes sense because the whole Chicago teams.
Yeah, they usually do that around here whenever if we're ever in the playoffs ever again in St. Louis. You know? Nice
you
run.
guys are playing against the Winnipeg Jets.
Yeah.
Today.
I actually saw a thing from the Cardinals yesterday. We have what they call.
You guys still suck.
Pretty much. Yeah. But they were kind of like, they have like this thing called the winter warm up where they bring a bunch of players into like downtown, like a hotel, and they have like a mini convention for a couple days, and like a lot of autograph signing and stuff like that happens. And I think it's some of it at least is for charity. So it's cool. But like, apparently the way I listened to this interview, they were kind of talking about like, yeah, potential another stadium someday. It's like, what's wrong with the current one? Like, okay. Kimmy has chili in the crock pot. Make sure you post a picture of it in Discord for Trent, Kimmy. electrolytes. I have another random comment. I don't get it. I don't get it. That's okay. I don't get a lot. It happens. Right. Yeah, Trent really really likes pictures of chili, right, Trent?
You say so.
Oh, God. If I bring my own bowl, can you save me some money? Man, I grew up eating a lot of chili, but I just... the older I get, the less I like chili. It's kind of weird. Just saying. Although mostly it's the, it's like, you know, gotta be the right person to make it, you know? So I'm thinking like to our pumpkin party or, you know, whatever, when brother makes the chili and it's disgusting. I won't even eat it anymore. Dad will still like get a spoonful of it, and then every time after he's like, I'm like, how's the chili? And he's always like, it was nasty. It's like, well, quit eating it. Just saying, gosh. Quit eating it. Your chili's good. Everyone says so.
I think that's what John's brother says too.
I don't think anybody's actually like harsh enough to tell him that the chili he makes is disgusting. But yet at every family function now that he brings this chili to, because he brings it to like all of them, he always makes comments about how much extra chili there is and how much chili he has to eat because there's so much left over. And it's like, there's a reason, buddy. There's a reason. I think he gave it to us one time and we threw it all away. Like, it sat in our fridge for a week and nobody touched it. You'll be there? Wait, Kimmy, are you coming up for pumpkin party? What? Make some Jiffy cornbread to go with. Tomcat, you're gonna get banned. Oh man, Kimmy can't even ban you, but you know she's gonna figure out a way. That's funny. But yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he gave it to us after something, and we it sat in our fridge and nobody touched it for a week. And like my aunt will pretty much eat anything, so it's amazing that she wouldn't even touch it. We used to make a steak and shake chili like dupe recipe, and that was really really good. But you know, you got to use like premium ingredients, like good, really good ground beef, not just like junk that he uses in his chili. So, yeah. Although there was a couple ingredients in that chili that kind of would make you question life a little bit, but it worked out. It was good. There was Coca-Cola in the chili, and there was cocoa powder in the chili, and everybody always is like, what? But it was really good. Just saying. Now that we used to make a I don't even know, 6 or
7.
I think it was a 6-quart crock pot. I think that's what our bigger ones are. 6 quart, does that sound right? I don't know. Whatever, like these big crock pots, and there would be nothing left on our pumpkin parties when we would make that steak and shake chili. People would go crazy for that. Brothers chili, on the other hand, there's always a bunch left over because nobody will touch it. Or if people do get it, it ends up in the trash. And I don't blame people for that because it's nasty. Just remember, that's the brother that went to culinary school, chat. He graduated a culinary school, okay? You can't even make a chili. You add molasses to it? I mean, I could see that. Pops would be all about that, Kimmy. He'll eat molasses by the spoonful. Not like a lot, but like once, if we have molasses out for something, he'll always get a spoon of it. And just eat molasses. I don't think I've ever tried that, but that's okay. He's all about it. So he used to like when we would make our oatmeal raisin cookies. They had a lot of molasses in them. Or actually, baked beans. I put molasses in baked beans. Yep, molasses, brown sugar, and ketchup. So sugar, and sugar, basically. But boy, they were good back in the day. I don't eat them now, but back in the day, they were great. All right. We got problems. It doesn't take a lot. To be honest. Would not take a lot. I could see it, though. Trouble. It is good to make beans. It's really good to make beans. Alright. Gotta let that guy turn around and do his thing, and then we'll fire, or not fire, the opposite of that. Hire this guy back on. That way they stay somewhat in order.
Now Bandit and just resubscribed for 4 months.
Thanks for the 4-month resub. How's it going? Appreciate the prime. Do appreciate it. Oh, this guy wasn't done. He still had to go like around the corner there. Well, I thought we were at the end of the pass. Whoopsie. I thought we were done here. I didn't realize we had to go all the way up there. In fairness, he did stop and he started to back up. It's because he needed to turn. Understand the assignment now. Oh, we're gonna have a. Well, it might be okay. It probably won't. Actually, it's fine. Would you look at that? Wow. Always put bacon on the baked beans. I could see that. I don't think. No, I've never done that, but I could see it. I could see that. After talking about the other day, Left was talking about these like cowboy beans, he was calling them. We used to make a very similar thing, and after talking about it the other day, I'm like, man, I kind of want to make that. It's basically like a couple different types of beans, ground beef, bacon, and then like, I think we always use like ketchup and something else for the sauce. It's really good. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, how could you go wrong? Sounds pretty lit. All right. I know we're not full, but we're 83%, so off to the bin we go. It's actually a decent sized field, y'all. Be interested to see what we get off here. But it's crazy to think this is the last. We're done. This is it. No more growing anything for pig food. This is it. And the biggest reason for that is because realistically, if we scroll down here far enough, realistically, I think a root crop is going to be kind of what we need next, and I don't really want to do that. This one needs all the corn, actually. Yeah, this one has 1.3 million. This one here needs this one. We'll tag that one. Which one is that? We're gonna tag it. Okay, it's that one. Okay. So what we can do is take this guy here. Yeah, and because these belly dumpers don't like to dump in the pig food makers very well, so we'll just do that. So we'll have this guy run corn and dump it in there, and then we should be good to go. Or at least that's dope. All right, let's get this running. Barbara Johnson, hello from East Tennessee. How's it going? Are you Kimmy's neighbor? Do you have your milk and bread? Do y'all not do eggs in Tennessee? Is that what it is? Because here it's milk, bread, and eggs. Those are the first three things to sell out all the time. You got to have all three. Make all the French toast, I guess. Yeah. Just milk. Oh, what are you going to make with that? Just really sad French toast? I don't know what you make with just milk and bread. Is that like prison French toast? Is that what that is? I don't know. Prison French toast. I mean, hey, anything's possible, right? Just saying. He went to Walmart this morning. Everything was wiped out. Wow. Kimmy, you might be too late. But how are you going to make a sandwich if all you have is milk and bread? You're not making a milk sandwich, are you? I think there's some flaws in this plan here. At least we get eggs so we can make French toast, okay? You know. With a wish sandwich. That's true. Hey, you could make a wish sandwich, true. Milk sandwich. That sounds disgusting for the record. I mean, I used to drink like milk with ice in it. You know, I was that kid, but like I don't know about that. I don't know about this milk sandwich thing. It's disturbing at best. This is gonna keep happening, by the way, on this field. This field's not great for multi-combines, I don't think. That's all right. Oh, you have eggs. You don't need them. Okay. You just need bread.
You don't get it. I just need bread.
I just need a truck. You don't understand. Oh, man. You'll need lots of toilet paper. Oh man, I mean, how much? What's the current forecast for like East Tennessee, just in general, not like a specific town? I mean, you also have to remember it's Tuesday. The models are gonna change between now and Saturday. So like, just because they're saying you're gonna get 15 inches of snow, that's gonna change. And I don't know about East Tennessee, but usually around here when they forecast something like, you know, say 10 inches of snow, that usually gets dialed back quite heavily before it actually happens. At least here.
He turned 96 today.
Who's that?
Buzz Aldrin,
Oh, really? Oh,
the oldest astronaut.
nice. You get an inch of snow, you'll be surprised. Wow. Snow, what's going on? See, look, snow's here. Mountains, sure, yeah. But yeah, usually here that forecast will change drastically between when they first start talking about it and when it actually happens. So I don't you really, to me, can't believe this stuff more than like 48 hours out. And even sometimes 48 hours is kind of pushing it. So yeah, it's too far out. Because at least here in the St. Louis area, there's like a very low confidence that anything's actually going to happen. So. They can keep their Arctic air. We don't want it. Wow. It can be 50s for you, Dan? That's crazy. I guess you're on the other side of the cold weather, because that's crazy. What's it look like on the thing here? How dumb. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, that is kind of warm out that way, huh? Interesting. Meanwhile, up in Wisconsin, it's like North Wisconsin, it's 4 degrees right now. That sounds like fun. Well, I see a negative 20 up in Canada. Seems warm, chat. Seems warm. It can always get worse, I'm just saying. Gonna be 7. Okay, so you are getting cold. Okay. Yeah, it's actually, I think it's supposed to get up in the 40s here tomorrow. So it won't be too bad. And then, yeah, it's supposed to be super cold this weekend. So tomorrow will be our prepare day. Although I think Dad's doing some stuff today, actually. Don't have a good sled anymore. I'm sorry. Actually, there's some old, oh God, the old runner sleds. They're actually like above my head up in the top of the garage right now. Like straight up there. There's, I want to say 3 of them up there. We had like two bigger ones and one like kind of short one. I want to say they're all up there still. You're gonna build a snowman this time, are you? You're gonna walk outside and be like, it's cold, F this, I'm going to play trains. Let's be real, Kimmy. I can see it now. That's funny. Don't have a carrot for his nose. No. You can add one in post. You could probably AI one, It'll be fine. Send the picture to Tomcat. He'll AI it for you. It'd be no big deal for what is it, Grok, Gemini? I don't even know. There's something out there now. No idea. But yeah, it's all good. I'm sure it could make it happen. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. You would take one step outside and be like, no, it's cold. I'm going back in. You know, on one hand, I kind of wouldn't mind getting a decent little snow. I don't want like a lot, but I kind of wouldn't mind getting some snow. So I could try out the snowblower. But at the same time, if it's going to be 7 degrees or whatever, I don't really want to be out there either.
Go outside and have fun with the 7 degrees.
Yeah, no, I don't really want to do that. So, yeah. So I'll just pass on the snow if it's going to be that cold. If it was going to be like 25 and we'd get some snow, I'd be down. To be honest. But yeah. Go to Blizzard so you can take your Jeep. Haven't had any this year. Fair play. We had that one, like, decent snow. It wasn't this year, it was this winter, not this year, so. The one that stuck around forever. That's alright. Yeah. But for some reason today, Pops was going out the back of the garage and he goes, hey, did your snow cam work the other day? I said, what are you talking about? And he goes, the other day when we got snow. I was like, Pops, we didn't even get a dusting. And he just started laughing and walked away from me. And I was like, what are you on about? Like, we didn't actually get snow. I mean, we kind of did, but like, although it's crazy, we got, we're going to call it half of a dusting. Okay. It was such a small amount, but going out the other day, man, the amount of like parking lots that were completely covered in salt, it was unreal. It's like, why are these guys salting for that? I was confused. I definitely got trolled by Dad. Yeah. Definitely was getting trolled by Pops. Yeah, it happens. I was just confused more than anything. What are you talking about? We didn't, I mean, we got a little bit. It was gone in like 20 minutes. It was like 25 out and the snow was like, it happened and then it pretty much all melted right away. So it's like, all right. I was wondering how far back he was gonna back up across there. That's okay. Be shut down for a week. Yeah, I could see that. I can definitely see that. I don't know what your temperatures are gonna do, because that's usually the thing here, you know, like so say we get snow on Saturday, I mean, it's gonna be 22 on Sunday and partly cloudy, so like salt will work, it'll be fine. Now overnight Sunday when it's gonna be 9 degrees, yeah, that's gonna sting a little and salt's not gonna work the best. But then on, you know, say Monday, be 29 and sunny. Snow will melt like crazy at 29 and sunny. So our daytime highs are actually pretty good if we do get snow, to where it shouldn't be too much of an issue. There will be refreezing at night, but that's whatever. The biggest thing here is, you know, like the last snowstorm, they predicted it to start, let's say at 4 o'clock. And so like schools are like, okay, 1 o'clock, we're getting everybody out of here. And a bunch of, like, you know, offices and stuff, all the same thing. Like, okay, 1, 2 o'clock, everybody leave, you know, get out before the snow. Yeah, the snow hit at 11. And there were buses and there was just, it was terrible. It was mayhem and chaos everywhere. And, I don't know what's shocked by Kimmy. But, yeah, that was really, really bad that they, like, kind of messed up on the forecast, and it caused a lot of issues. Because, like, MoDOT didn't even have trucks out yet. Because they were told it was going to happen later, so. Alright, how far is Buddy going to back up this time? I don't know how far back he thinks he needs to go. But he's definitely going somewhere. Might just run him down there, I don't know. It's like the other combines blocked by the grain cart, probably. Alright, bud, how far are we going? I don't know why we're doing what we're doing, but I'm not waiting for you. I got silage to pick up, man, come on. A lot of silage to pick up. Like a casual 9 million liters, you know? It's actually going to be just over 9 million total. You could put more than 3 million in a bunker, but I stopped right at the 3 million mark. So that, because why not, basically, you know? Why not? A major ice storm. Yeah, they were talking about maybe some ice down like in Texas and Oklahoma over here too. Over that way. As I said last night, I'll take a couple feet of snow over half an inch ice. 2006. They had half an inch of ice on everything. And one might think, oh, a half inch ice is no big deal. No. Huge deal. Trees don't stand a chance. Power lines don't stand a chance. Like, it was awful. I mean, it was to the point where, like, in the areas that got hit, which, like, my neighborhood was one for sure. Where I live, you know, it was pretty bad. But like the tree crews, because like I guess they went through basically like the guys from the power company went through and like made sure everything was off. And then they sent the tree crews in and they literally went house by house by house clearing stuff just away from like the power lines and whatnot. It's terrible. Without power for a week. Yeah, we were 10 days. 10 days without power from that ice storm. It was awful. I'll never forget, like, I woke up in the morning, like, the power had been off since sometime in the middle of the night. I finally, like, heard my dad stirring in the house, and I was like, okay, I'll get up, and it was, like, kind of, it was still raining, and, like, it was still freezing and stuff, so we were still building ice at the time. But it was like bright outside at the same time. And I just remember going from like the dark house to outside where it's like super bright. It was kind of cold, but not really, you know, it was around freezing. And like, you know, you hear rain and then you just hear these bangs, you know, and it was like, what is happening? Well, it was the neighbor's tree breaking. Or trees all around us breaking, but it sounded like shotguns going off. And it was just like, it was horrible that morning. Absolutely horrible. But yeah, they literally went house to house in like a huge part of the St. Louis area where we got half an inch of ice. I actually have pictures somewhere. I should find those and show them to you guys. I have some pictures of like close-ups of like tree branches with like, you know, half an inch ice surrounding them. I think there was a picture of like a chain link fence all covered in ice too. Yeah, I definitely got some pictures of that. And then, you know, we were the people that, oh, well, we need to cook. Put the barbecue pit in the front yard. I can remember cooking stuff in the front yard on the barbecue because we have a gas, or not gas, we have an electric stove in our house, so couldn't cook. I mean, we had a generator for the whole time, but you know, you can't hook up a stove, not to the generators we have, so that would take a huge generator. But yeah, it was a time. It was not a good time, but it was a time. You have a gas stove, yeah, so you're set. Yep, everything's electric here. I mean, I guess if we had to, the big generator that we have now, we could hook up like our hot water heater. But that would be all it would run, which, I mean, could be worth it. Because there's nothing worse, especially in like the winter storm situation, where, you know, you lose power and you lose your hot water heater, and then, you know, you lose the ability to take a warm shower. That's terrible. That's awful chilly. Just saying. It's not fun. Not fun at all. That's all right. That was the time we ran from the generator, ran a cord down to my room, and we were playing PlayStation, I want to say, and then we had like this little propane heater that we definitely should not have been burning in the house, and there were 4 of us in that room, and after a while, we're like, man, I'm getting kind of tired. True story. True story. And then we're like, we probably shouldn't have this propane in here. But it kept us warm. Just made us all a little sleepy at the same time. You know, it's fine. It was all right. It worked out in the end. But yeah, that did happen. Absolutely. Although I really don't know if I'd rather have like it be cold outside and lose power, or it be hot outside and lose power. Because they both kind of suck, to be honest. Oh, wait, we gotta go back forward. Hang on. Because when it's hot out, like, the house just gets so hot. Although we usually hotwire our attic fan to the generator, so at least you have a little air moving. But you know, the last time we lost power was yeah, I think I was the last time we lost power. It was All-Star Weekend for MLB. It's when they had their Field of Dreams game or whatever it was. And or not All-Star, but yeah, the Field of Dreams game. And we lost power right before they threw the first pitch. Better to be cold. Yeah, Lord, they both suck though. Let's be real. Yeah, before everybody starts looking at me funny, right? It happens. I don't know. I know when we had our last one, it was like 100 and it was probably 105 that day. We didn't have power. Yeah, we just roasted in the house that day. That was awful. It's a rate show. 90 plus heat with 2 dogs. Yeah, that's not good. The only good thing now is if we lost power in the summer, I have a mini split that runs on 110. I could plug my mini split into a generator and keep this space cool. So we could, if we had to, we could plug in the mini split and like all of us huddle out here and stay in this space I'm in. We could actually do that. It would run it quite well. because at tops it only draws like 1200 watts, the mini split. And that's like running full bore. So generator would be more than capable of running that. So, you know, if we had to, we actually could run the mini split on the generator. I don't know that I would want to run it on the generator, but we could. Oh boy. Oh boy. And do what? Sit there and look at your computer? I mean, be better than sitting in the house roasting, right? I mean, I don't think I would run my computers off generator. It's not like the cleanest power, so. I mean, maybe if I had my like battery system in place in between, I'd probably do that. Yeah. I don't know. Could play cards. Yeah, we could. I don't know, but again, it would be better than laying in the house roasting in the heat, you know. So I want to say last time when we lost power in the summer, I mean, we had a generator running all day, but like we didn't have any AC. So we had like our attic fan on, and then we had like box fans running, and I believe like I just laid in a recliner that day with like 2 box fans hitting me. Have I seen a solar generator? So yes. Play cards and look at the computers. Kimmy, the battery backup system that I have is technically one of those solar generators. I just don't have the solar panels for it. Because I don't want them. So, but yeah, I basically have one of those things now. What everybody calls a solar generator. Basically just a giant battery. But yes, I've got... that's what I'm running on right now. So I'm using it as like a giant computer UPS. So it'll run stream, and that's, you know, both computers and everything that's running right now, monitors, lights, everything. I can run for almost 2 hours on battery right now. So it's pretty cool. So if we get a thunderstorm, I can just unplug from the grid and keep on going. I don't care necessarily how bad it's storming. At least that's the theory. I've done it once so far. And it worked great, to be honest. Worked great. Right. Let's see, what's it running at right now? It's got an app and everything. Of course. Everything has to have an app. So it's currently, it recommends you keep it between 10 and 90% charged. So it must have charged earlier today. It's sitting at 90% right now. Oh, why the fluctuations though? Boy, my consumption is all over the place right now. You'd think it would kind of level out. Crazy. What's going on? Welcome in. What's popping? How are you? So I'm bouncing around anywhere from 900 watts to like 750. It's kind of bouncing.
What's your profanity?
Did I cuss? Bear, hello. Thanks for the bits. remember cussing. But that's all right. But yeah. And it's great. It has like a little chart on here. Oh. All right, buddy. All right, buddy. I know you. Okay, you got somewhere to be. I understand. Sorry. But it's funny on this little chart because you can totally tell when I'm gaming and when I'm not. Like, you can totally tell that chart.
BBears0313 You may want to take a little bit more time on the first syllable of fluctuations.
Oh, did I not enunciate well enough for you, Bear? My bad, dog. There are some changes in the force, if you will, Mr. Bear. Sorry. Thanks for the bits, though. Appreciate them. Right. You've got a Generac on your house. Nice. I'd love to have one of the whole home standbys. Yeah. I would love to have that. Would absolutely love to have one. But we ain't got one of them. It would be nice. There's also some like other power things we need to do in this house, but getting Pops to agree to do anything is like pulling teeth, so. The big one I want to do is upgrade the power to the garage. We've talked about this before, but like I'm kind of running out of power out here, so be nice to soup that up a little bit, put in some dedicated Christmas light circuits, you know, that kind of stuff. Like in my kitchen, and you know, this is very typical, like older house. It's not super old, but very typical older house stuff. My entire kitchen, basically all the 110 in my kitchen is on the same circuit. In fact, it's worse than that. It's kitchen, it's bathroom, and it's the light on the steps is all in 115 amp circuit. So like the microwave, the toaster, the fridge are all on the same circuit. So it used to be really, really bad when I was younger, because, you know, before LED bulbs were a thing. Because our kitchen has four bulbs, and then there's one above the sink. So that was 5 like 60-watt bulbs. You know, that starts to add up. And then in our bathroom, there was another 5 60-watt bulbs in there. So like if you had lights on in both rooms and somebody would run the toaster sometimes and the steps light, that was another 60 or maybe 100 watt back in the day. That adds up, you know? And, you know, if the fridge was running and somebody would hit the toaster, like it used to pop the breaker constantly. Just off the lights and that stuff. But now with everything being LED, it's not as bad. But we still have to be mindful. Like you can't run the toaster in the microwave, you know, you gotta be mindful of that kind of stuff in our house. So if we ever did anything with power, the microwave and the fridge are on interior walls. So I feel like that would be kind of easy to drop another wire down the wall and put another outlet in. And then have a dedicated microwave like you're supposed to, like modern houses do. And a dedicated fridge like modern houses have. So we don't have that, but that would be nice. That would be very nice to have. That's all right. And really for Christmas lights, I need like, I'd probably want 2, but 1 20 amp circuit would technically do all the Christmas lights. That would do everything. So That'd be kind of nice to have. But if we did too, it future-proofs it, you know, just in case I decide to cover like the entire yard in lights or something, you know. I'd have to get rid of all of the rabbits in this neighborhood first. And that's not going to happen. So. Yeah. That's not going to happen. Do you see sub displays where people just like, you know, they'll just cover their yard lights? I'm like, how do you do that without just throwing away all those lights every year? Maybe they don't have psycho rabbits. I don't know. I definitely have psycho rabbits that just annihilate Christmas lights. Although this year, I think I only lost one cord. I lost one like lamp cord going to this one candy cane. So pretty happy with that actually. But that's okay. It's all good. Yeah, one of those whole house standby units would be awesome. That would be very nice. But they ain't got one of them, sadly. What's that? Right. Well, we are almost done with this field. That really wasn't that bad. It took longer to get to stuff here than it did to harvest the field. And honestly, I might just leave the combines down here. I don't need them for a while. Or maybe I leave the corn heads down here. I'm probably not going to harvest any more corn just for corn. So, yeah. Yeah, Lord, whatever we've looked at doing is you either make, like you put a panel in the garage, like say a 200 ampere, right? And then you just run 100 amp over to the existing panel, making it basically like a sub panel at that point, right? Or, and I don't know if my meter base has the ability to do this, but apparently you can get a meter base where you could pull 2 sets of wires off the bottom. So you would have 100 amp going to the existing panel in the house and then have 100 amp come out here to the garage. I don't know if our meter base can do that. I'd have to talk to our power company and, you know, there'd probably have to be an electrician involved in permits and all that stuff. So it's probably never actually going to happen, but a boy can dream, right? That chili, interesting. Can we? Okay. But yeah, that's what I would like to do is run at least 100 amps out here. And then I really wouldn't rewire most of the house. The only thing I'd really do in there is drop a couple for the microwave and say the fridge. That's all I'd probably do, honestly. Everything else works in the house fairly decent, you know? So those are the two like ones that annoy all of us basically. So now, yeah, ideally the entire house probably should be gutted and rewire the whole thing and blah, 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 but that's not going to happen. That's definitely not going to happen. We can do what my brother-in-law did over at his house, my sister's house. He has 400 amp service. So he has 200 amp panels in his basement. Because he runs a server. He has like a full-size server rack in his basement. And when he did rewire, he ran new wire to every outlet in their house, every light fixture. And the way he split off the circuits and everything, like, let's just say code is 10 things per circuit. Well, he did like 5. Like, he didn't go anywhere. He went way under code. Compared to what it's supposed to be, which, you know, that's fine, I guess. But, like, I think, like, 2 bedrooms, their lights are on at 15 amp, and that's it. Like, he went kind of to the extreme with it, to be honest. But that's okay. That's what he wanted to do, and there ain't nothing wrong with that, right? He was the one paying for the wire, so. What's poppin'? How's it going? Gee, fat dad. Okay. All right. How are you? Hope all is well. I need to get this combine moving. Can't wait. Go. Basically, Lord, yeah. And I'm doing great. Just harvesting a little corn. Me and my Courseplay homies. Yeah, no, he went a little crazy with it. Like, he ran. Appreciate the follow. Welcome in. He ran so much power to their garage because he's like, I want an air compressor, like a 220 air compressor, and I want the option to plug in a welder, and I want air conditioning. And then it was funny because, like, you know, he ran all this power to the garage, and then my sister was like, oh yeah, I want an electric car. And he's like, perfect, we have the power. So they didn't have to do anything. They already had the 50 amp plug in their garage. Because again, he went a little crazy on wiring the garage, and he doesn't actually, like, I don't even think he has an air compressor. He did put like a window unit in his garage, but like nothing crazy air conditioning wise. I don't think he actually works out there like ever. Like, he's the type that, like, he wants to do projects, but he never actually does projects, if that makes sense. So, but I mean, he's got, you know, miter saws, chop saw, you know, all kinds of like nice stuff to work with. He just doesn't really ever do the projects that he talks about. So, but whatever, it's all good. But yeah, he went a little crazy with the power on their house. So every time I go over there, I'm kind of like, if I have to go in the basement, I'm always like kind of jelly, to be honest, of all his power. Kind of jealous. That's all right. The only thing they don't have is a standby generator. I'm surprised they don't, honestly. They don't lose power very often where they live, though. Although it's funny because they live like, I don't know, 2 miles maybe from where one of my other brothers lives. Probably not even that far. They don't live very far from my one brother, and he loses power constantly at his house. His neighborhood sucks. But like where my sister's at, for some reason, they don't lose power ever. It's very odd the way that works. But yeah, very, very odd. All right, this combine is almost full, so this guy empty here, and I think that other combine. He's not going to have anything to harvest, but he's going to follow. So that's all right. He's fine. He'll figure it out. We're stealing this grain cart's jobs. All right, Bully. All right, Bully. Look at him. He's just he's taking over. He's got it. All right. I don't actually know if we have 100 amp in our house. We might only have like 60. It's not a lot. Our breaker box is kind of tiny for what it is. It's got to be 100 though. Yeah. Because, like, everything's electric in our house. Our furnace isn't, but everything else is. So, yeah, gotta be. Gotta be.